Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you're having a good week so far. Hope you're able to catch my latest video on the channel. If not, go ahead and check that out. Some interesting information that came out regarding HBO bosses making fake accounts to troll critics and all of that good stuff, which by the way, the HBO chairman, Casey Bloys, did say that it was a dumb idea. So he apologized for it just as an update to yesterday's video, or to this morning's video. I guess they weren't going to waste time trying to deny it. So he said it was a dumb idea, which I agree with. But if you want to get a little bit more information on that or see what I had to say about it, you can check out the video on my channel now. I want to give another update today regarding some DC stuff. And in the meantime, if you enjoy my content and you want to, keep up to date with all of, DC, Disney, streaming, Netflix, Rebel Moon, all that good stuff, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Okay. So some interesting stuff coming out from Netflix. They are going to have a whole collection of DC live action, basically the DCEU, added to Netflix on December 1st. So Netflix tweeted this: Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Justice League, Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman 1984, and The Suicide Squad will be coming to Netflix December 1st. Now, of course, the first thing that a lot of people notice is that it says Justice League, not Zack Snyder's Justice League. And, I'll get into that in a minute. But I am actually kind of surprised that all of these DC movies are going to be coming to Netflix. Obviously, it's probably going to be for, a certain limited time, whatever their contract is, whatever the agreement is. And I don't know if it's the Ultimate Edition of BVS or if it's just the theatrical version. But nevertheless, I think that's pretty surprising to have this whole collection of DC movies added to Netflix, because they do have their own streaming service, which is Max, previously known as HBO Max. And David Zaslav did say that they are open to doing these kind of licensing agreements with other, services, whatever is best, whatever they think could be a good, beneficial for the brand, specifically DC and, other properties. So I know that they did say that before, but this is quite a bit of, movies to be heading over to Netflix, at least even for limited time, when they have their own streaming service. Both Suicide Squad movies, which is fair. Now, going back to Justice League, of course, the fans are like, but it's not the real Justice League movie. We all know that ideally they would put Zack Snyder's Justice League, right? But I think the difference with that movie compared to these other ones is that Zack Snyder's Justice League was a Max original, HBO Max original, and they have exclusivity for that particular film. So it's not really surprising that they're putting the theatrical version of Justice League and not, Zack Snyder's, the definitive version of Justice League on there. I think they still have exclusivity rights for that to be on Max and, digital purchase. You can purchase it digitally and you can buy it on hard copy. But as far as streaming, those rights I think are still probably with just for HBO or Max, however you call it. There were some regions and countries that did get Zack Snyder's Justice League on Netflix, but I believe those were just places and locations where there are no HBO streaming platforms. So in different parts of, different regions, there are different HBO services. Some is HBO Go, and, there are different regional HBO streaming platforms. Not all of them are called Max. They have different ones depending on where you're located, but some regions don't have any of those. And I believe that's where Zack Snyder's Justice League was available on Netflix. And I think there were also some other DC movies on Netflix in certain regions where, HBO streaming services were not available. But as far as why they have the theatrical version only, because with Suicide Squad, they have both versions, which granted, those are two completely different movies from two different directors. The Suicide Squad is not a sequel really to Suicide Squad, the first one, and it's not a reboot either. So they have both of those. Again, Batman vs. Superman, I don't know if it's the Ultimate Edition. I don't know if they're going to have, I'm not sure. It would be amazing to see Netflix on a global scale get, Zack Snyder's Justice League on there. It would just be really cool. They have a really good relationship now with Zack and Deborah, and I think they'd be more than happy to be able to get that. But maybe one day, I don't know if that will ever happen. I don't know if it's only going to always have exclusivity rights for Max. I don't know if there will ever come a time when they will, take some kind of offer from Netflix, or I don't know what other streaming service would be able to offer them enough to get access to something that has exclusivity rights, especially I think that project is in particular I don't know if Netflix would be able to, work that out, even for just a limited time, but it would be pretty cool if that happened at some point. But it would definitely be interesting, especially because at one point it was said that Netflix did want to take on Zack Snyder's Justice League and allow him to, finish it, which I don't doubt. I totally believe that they would want to do that. But of course, Warner Brothers was not going to do that. So I just wanted to go ahead and share that. Found that interesting. And just in case you weren't aware, all of these DC movies will be heading to Netflix December 1st. You can have a marathon and watch all of the, all these DC movies that we've had so far. Not all of them, of course. It doesn't include like the Batman, the newer, Shazam. There's several movies that are not included in this, but I'm happy to see Man of Steel there, BVS, first Wonder Woman movie. So just wanted to share, keep you guys updated. As a reminder, Netflix Geek Week is coming up November 6th through the 12th, and I will personally be keeping a lookout for Avatar: The Last Airbender and Rebel Moon. I'll be sharing that stuff on the channel. So thank you guys. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Check out the links in the description. And thank you guys for the support. We'll see you soon.